my channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise. It's the weekly haul. So my hauls are every Saturday, 5 o'clock without fail. And we are working on a £60 budget, which is for me and my adult son. My shopping is like the top-ups with things we've already got, because some people think that I'm going to do a whole week's food out of just what's here. That's not the case. I do have a lot of things in the cupboards and fridges and stuff. I went to Asda and Iceland this week. Like I said, the budget's £60 and I spent £55.29. I just figured it out, I'm sure it was, yeah, £55.29. £13.50 of that was in Iceland. I went in Iceland first because it's the close. I shop straight from work, and so I shop straight from work. Have my four-wheel trolley, so I walk to these places, and Iceland's just the closest shop on the way. So I'm having to do it. I feel like I'm on a different budget. So because by the time I get to Asda, I've already spent a chunk. Do you know what I mean? Oh, did I say I talk a lot? I can't remember. I might have. So I actually went this week without a list, like, at all. I cannot tell you the last time I went without any list. I mean, I don't have very good lists. They're usually bits and bobs, but I have like maybe some ideas of food, or you know, I know I've got to get these specific things. Also, I was waiting for a message from my son because he's at work when I go out, and I said, can you message with any ideas of things you need? And I didn't get any messages. Turned out he'd sent them to the wrong person. So I was literally winging it. It was so hard trying to figure it out. Shouldn't have been, but it was. So I was in the shop for an awful long time. I did get one item probably wouldn't have got, but I was looking at this reduced bit. There was these little, I think it's, yeah, Astonish, you'll see it in a minute. Astonish little disinfectant, the ones you dilute, concentrate, that's the word I was looking for. Concentrate, and you dilute them. They had some on a reduced section, down to 50p, just in case you do like them. And I was smelling the ones that were there, and none of them were, I wasn't impressed with any. And I got to that the last one, I was smelling it, and a lady come by me, and she was like leant across a little bit, and she was saying to herself, oh, have they got the lemon one there? So very strange, because I'm not somebody that willingly goes into conversations like with strangers. I said to her, oh, is the lemon one good? Like, have you tried any of these? And she hadn't. She said that the lemon one is the only one that she has. She doesn't really know about the rest of them. Even though they were half price, she wasn't interested. So clearly the lemon one is good. I was only looking at these because they were half price, and I have been looking at them previously. And she said, no, the lemon one is it. She said, like, as soon as you put it on the floor, like, you just get this whiff of lemon. So I said, oh, well, I'll have to go and have a look, thinking maybe they'll be reduced and in a different section or whatever. And she said, as she was going away, she said, oh, if I see any, I'll come and find you, like mucking about, whatever. Carried on doing my shopping and stuff. I do my shopping in a very strange way now. It used to be I just go up and down the aisles. Now I go one way and then I go back. So I was over in the vegetable section, well away from the disinfectants and stuff, and she came round the corner with it. I said, my God, you didn't go literally the opposite end of the store. I said, you didn't go to the opposite end of the store, did you? She said, no, my son just saw you over there, and she said there was only 2 left on the shelf, so she brought me one. So I felt like I should just buy it. I mean, I was, like I said, I had been thinking of getting one. Originally, I had been looking at them on a regular basis. So I wouldn't have bought that. It was a very long explanation. Everything's a long explanation on this channel. So I wouldn't have got that, but I did get that. But just in case you do buy those anyway, all the rest were 50p on the shelf. It was just the lemon one that wasn't. So yeah. What else? I will give you prices as we go along. If you add it up, you'll get a different price to me. The reason for that is I always donate 3 items to the food bank. And I donate them when I'm there. I don't bring them back with me because they'll sit on the side. I'll keep meaning to take them. I'll keep forgetting to take them. So I just donate them when I'm there. That's the heating. So the 3 items this week, because then it could be anything. I actually did forget to get all of them, so I had to sort of go back. So I ended up getting a tin of creamed rice, a tin of spaghetti, and a packet of feminine products. It seems to be a regular thing. I keep them because I don't see many in the shopping trolley. Everyone's directly food, which makes sense. It's a food bank, but if you can't afford food, you're probably not going to get sanitary products. So I feel like that's going to be a regular thing that I will just always have anyway. So that's everything. Have I covered everything? I feel like I have. We should probably get on with the haul then. The fresh section, we have a few more bits now. I finally did finish off the potatoes from Christmas this week. Yes, they lasted that long. I bought them, what, a couple of days before Christmas, I think it was. And I literally finished off this week. So things last a lot longer than you may think. I am not somebody that throws something away just because the sell by date or the sell by date says it's out of date. I don't do that. I keep them until I can tell they're out of date. So I had to buy potatoes. Now, I picked these ones up. These are the baking potatoes. They're slightly more expensive because the other ones were pretty bad. Like, a lot of them are very, very small, and I was thinking possibly baking potatoes, like actually wanting baked potatoes. This was a pretty decent one. So I actually did pay, I've got to look at the price. It's been so long. I paid £1.75 for this, and I feel like the other ones are now like £1.49 or £1.50. Sure, they were way, way cheaper last time I bought them. I got a pineapple, 95p. Now, there's a reason why I say it like that. I'm quite excited. So, I would normally buy a tin. It's just easier. With the fibro, cutting that thing up is such hard work. I mean, it's such hard work for people that don't have it anyway. But I actually had mentioned that I'd seen a gadget. Let me just stop for a second. So I would normally buy a tin for that reason, but also a tin is a lot more expensive. So I'm excited that now I can buy the fresh. Corey for Christmas bought me a pineapple. I mean, it cuts it, it peels it, it cuts it, it does like everything in just a few movements. So I will show you, because I've never used it. It looks really easy. It was somebody on TikTok, I think, so I'd mentioned it to Corey when he said, what do you want for Christmas? I said I'd really like one. So 95p is a really good price. You can pay way over that for a tin. It's fresh as well, which is even better. Cheaper, everything's good, and we get to play with the gadget. So that will come up soon. What else? Let's do the fresh first. I got mushrooms. Haven't had these for a while. I'm trying to eat a bit better. You know, I said the same last week. It just hasn't gone very well this week. So, you know, it's one of them things. Keep trying. Every day's a new day. And I haven't had mushrooms for a while. I have a lot of eggs. And I did have a couple of breakfast burritos, like I said I was going to do last week, but I didn't do the meal prep part of it. So we're a step closer. I still want to do meal prep, whether it happens or not. Like I said, I'm not committing to anything unless I'm convinced I'm going to do it. So mushrooms, these were, I feel like they were 70p. Again, mushrooms is something I've not bought for a while. Yes, I was right. Oh, I did remember it, 70p. I just thought with eggs and burritos, and I just want to up maybe protein, and I don't know, I'm thinking like maybe omelette-y things or crustless quiche, because they're sort of similar but they're not. Oh, and I have seen another way of cooking eggs that I might have to try it as well at some point. Got tomatoes, and the tomatoes are really, really expensive. These are 95p now. These have gone up really, really quick over the past couple of months. So I did look at all the different types, you know, the little, the cherry ones and the plum ones and the beef ones, and you know, all of them. This was the cheapest way to go still. I mean, I enjoy all the tomatoes, but it's just nice sometimes to have like different ones, isn't it? For like some for salads, some for sandwiches. But we're just going to stick with this because they're getting expensive. This is definitely something I'm going to try and grow this year again. They didn't go well last year at all. Really, really bad. But maybe this is the year. We will see. Got spring onions. This was actually a really, really good bunch. This was the largest bunch there. And this was, I feel like 70p again. Nope, 55 for that. Now, just a quick tip for these, because I did do this before. Give them a quick rinse and put them in a pot of water so that the bottom bit's just covered in water, and cut them down as and when you want to use them. You will easily get another 3 full growths out of that. Easy. This thing is going to last me ages. The last lot, oh, ridiculous amount, like months. These will last easily. 55p, bargain. Haven't had spring onions for the longest time. Again, these are going to go good with eggs. I just got eggs in the brain at the moment. I got another one of the coleslaws. Yes, we are on this coleslaw still. Corey and I just really thoroughly enjoying this one. It's £1.20. It's slightly more expensive one. It is a larger packet as well. but it's slightly creamier and it's just really, really good. As you can see, normally this would be where I'd have milk or coffee. I did overdo it with milk, me thinking we need more milk because Corey's eating cereal every day, but he's not really putting much milk on it. We've still got, I'm gonna have to show you because people won't believe me, but we are still on the one from the week before last week. That is last week's. So what's the date on this? 20th of January. We're on the, what, 25th today, and it's still perfectly good. So, yeah, I don't look at dates. That was just to prove it, because I know there'll be somebody in the comments somewhere. There always is. Tuna chunks, 59p. Always rave about this one. I've been buying this for years before it was even like the yellow label. It's sort of always been the essential one anyway. I've only once ever found a bone, never found scales, and the chunks are decent. And I prefer personally the one in brine anyway. I just don't like the oily texture from the other one. So yeah, highly recommend that. I picked up a tin of spaghetti loops. It's been a while since I bought them. 19p. They are the cheapest ones. I get them because they didn't have the one that I used to get, the more expensive one, for a long time. So I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. Sometimes I randomly go for a cheaper version of something just to see, because sometimes they change a recipe, and it was a really good move because I am a convert. This is really, really nice. I don't know if I need them or not. Still haven't checked. It's just been a while since I bought them, so I thought, oh, maybe I do need them. So I just picked one up. Having extra stock is not a bad thing, and it's only 19p. The barbecue sauce, as I mentioned before, if you've seen my channel before, you'll know that. £1.20 for the barbecue sauce. This is Corey's favourite. He does like sauce with his meals. Barbecue is usually the way he goes, and this one is not a spicy one. It's more of just a sweet one, and he really enjoys it. I've had it occasionally, and yeah, I'm not such a connoisseur of barbecue sauce. Corey likes very specific ones. I got some more of the tortilla chips. These are £1, just because I think we've run out. I just like to have them there. Corey likes to eat them, so. Got another butter, but apparently I've been eating it. I didn't even realise, and I was just at the end of the packet. I told you I had a bad week last week with food, so I picked another one up. This is £1.10. Cheese, £4.40 for an 825 gram. This is actually a really, really nice one if you've not tried it before. It's just as good as more expensive ones, if not actually better. Corey doesn't know, he's not a fan anymore because it's too crumbly, he said. I tried to explain, the more mature they are, the crumblier they get normally, but yeah, his only complaint is the crumbliness when he tries to grate it. I got 2 more noodles again this week. Now, I get the curry ones because they're the cheapest noodles. The chicken ones are 28 and the curry ones are 25. And I don't actually use the flavour packet in anymore. I haven't for a while now. I just get them for the actual noodles. And I put a stock cube, like the cheapy Asda stock cube in it. Beef one is my favourite at the moment. With a packet of these, and that's dinner. And oh my god, do I enjoy it. So, so good. I did, if you've seen the one, I did try the pak choy. The texture's not a huge fan of, so I'll have to try and find some other things to bulk the meal out with. I got a packet of white digestives for Corey. These are £1.50. It's just the biscuits he would go for. We don't really need lots of sweet stuff. We got quite a lot, random bits and bobs. I was going to get myself some. I actually went down the aisle to get myself some sweets, and I thought, well, no, if I've had a bad week anyway, why add to the problem? So I didn't get myself any. I saw this. Now, Corey, like I said, he has cereal before he goes to work. And then he'll have a meal when he gets back, because that's the way his schedule is. It makes sense, doesn't it, really? Does it make sense? Yeah, we would have cereal before we go to work, yeah. So even though he's on night work, he still eats the same way you would if he was on day work. So, don't know if that makes sense whatsoever. Anyway, like I said, he didn't send the message, I didn't receive the message. This was not going to be the one he would have picked. But he has tried some before he went to work this evening. He said they're okay, but you wouldn't have them again. The one he likes is the purple packet one. I don't know the difference between them all. He's not a huge fan of any of the others so far. He's tried all the new ones, like the cookies and cream and that. This is the chocolate brownie, and this is actually on, I think, like a new price because it's a new product. You know, they do a special price. It's £2.50. Nah, it's quite expensive really, but Crave is expensive. It's just a shame he doesn't like it more. But he said he'll eat it. It's not like not edible. It's just he wouldn't particularly pick it again. His energy drinks, £3.75 for 8 of them. He takes 2 to work every day, yeah, every shift, because it's quite a long, busy shift, and that's just his caffeine choice. I got 2 cherry cokes. Corey's getting really low on his soda stream juice, and he's like rationing it out now, so he's having some of his fizzy. And as you saw this week, I did actually crack into his fizzy. Now the reason I drank his fizzy is because this was so good. Oh, 65p if you don't know. The cherry coke it's okay. Corey really enjoys it. For me, I'm not a huge fan of Coke particularly anyway, but this is the one I got last week. It's 80p. I've had it before. It just went down so amazingly well. I thought it was the fizzy, that it was just because it was fizzy. Turns out it's not. It's because it's the orange crush, and it was just so nice, because I did have some of his fizzy when I finished that, because I only get myself one, and it wasn't the same. So yeah, this I would highly recommend. So nice at the moment. I got just a loaf of bread. Corey doesn't eat a lot of bread. I'm a bready person. I eat a lot of bread. Not good. Trying to cut it down a bit, but randomly he'll suddenly just want a sandwich. And he says, you know what, Mum, every time I want a sandwich there's no bread there, but I always have bread in, so he just gets it on that one day. So I just try and make sure he's got some that he would like as well. And this is 75p. I've got me wraps again. You know, maybe we'll do the meal prep, maybe not, but I did eat the wrap. I have been eating them for dinners. I've been having breakfast burritos for dinners, but not meal prepping, and not count. I wanted to count the calories, do it all properly, you know. Haven't done it yet. Maybe next week, who knows. If we've got the items there, I'll have less excuse. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it. If you have been here for a while, you will remember these. Corey used to have these literally every week. Now, I've got to try to remember, I used to have this down pat, didn't I? So, there is a number of these in the black packaging with the red on it. So this is the chicken dippers, there's chicken chunks, and there's ones that are in batter and ones that are in breadcrumbs. There's all sorts. The weight is different on them all. I think the others are now 800 grams, and there's a kilogram one as well. So this is the one with the largest weight. This is a 1.275 kilogram. This one's £5.50 now. I looked at the others and they're pretty close to it. They're like £4.75 or £5. So weight-wise, this is best for your money. And Corey really enjoys these. Literally would have these one a week. He actually doesn't know he's got any this week, so it's a surprise. Yeah, so that's actually a really good price for that amount of chicken dippers. This is the Astonished Zesty Lemon that I was telling you about. It's a concentrate disinfectant. Like I said, I have been just randomly looking at it for a while, and I'm in an R-ing whether to get it. Would have been nice if it was on 50p. Would I have got it this week? Probably not. But that lady just, she just did such a nice thing. I felt maybe it was just, I was supposed to get it this week. Who knows. It was just really nice, you know, to have a nice interaction with another human being, because people can be miserable and all that. It was just, she made me smile. So yeah, we have the lemon one now, which actually I haven't smelt yet. Balm tissue. Corey's cold, like I said, he started to get the cold coming on again, but he's now 3 or 4 days into the ginger shots again. Already the symptoms are going way off. So I think that's his sign. Carry on taking the shots every day through the winter, whether you've got a cold or not. But because he had the cold in between, we've got pretty low on these now. We've only got one. I normally have like 6 packs, like not twin packs, 6 total packs, and I think I've got 1 or 2, so for me that's getting too low. So we've got another packet just to make sure we don't run out, plus therapy. I always have a box of these with me every week for that, just in case. Therapies are always either a 3 or a 8 tissue job. How random is that? £3 for a twin pack. Wow, you get all the stories on this channel, don't you? The crisps, we don't particularly need them still, but you know, I like to have the crisps in the house. I'm very much a texture person. There's a lot of meals that I will just put crisps with it for the texture. Corey just loves crisps. Well, we both love crisps. £3.60 for these. This is a 24 pack. There's 6 prawn cocktails, 6 cheese and onions, 6 salt vinegar, and 6 ready salted. They're just crisps. They're nice, cheap, like them. This wasn't something on my list, but as you know, I bought the washing up liquid. So I did do a live and I did say how I enjoy it. So just in case you didn't see my live, the washing up liquid is, I'm converted. So I'm now going to be buying the elbow grease instead of the fairy. Fairy is amazing, but the elbow grease is just as good in my opinion at the moment. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And it's a lot cheaper, so we're saving money. And then I saw this, because somebody did say that they do a spray in the live again. So you're going to have to hit my lives too. I had to Google it because I didn't know how much this should be. So this is the litre. So it's like a triangle shape. It's actually the larger one, according to my Googling. It was quick Googles in a store. I think the other ones are 500... litre and this is 1 litre, no, 500 millilitres, and this is a 1 litre, and it was on the reduced section for £1.10, which is a really good price. I think for the 500 millilitre it says that Asda sells it for £1.25, so I'm getting double and saving 15p on the half amount, if that made sense. Don't know, but yeah, I'm just don't need it. But this is what frugal looks like when you see a product that you know you're going to use and you see it cheap, whether you get it or you need it right then or not, you buy it, because then now when I do run out, I've got more. So I'm not justifying it, I'm just trying to explain that if you are not frugal, that's how frugal works. And that was all of the Asda. We went in Iceland first, like I said, spent $13.50 in there. I bought the mini hash browns again. They are very nice. They are mini hash browns. They're just what you would expect, but they're £1 for the packet, so I got another one. I've been after these for a while. Every time I go in, they've sold out. Now these are crispy potato slices. I got them instead of chips for Corey. It turns out chips were on his list, but maybe he'll enjoy these better, I don't know. I just thought, because they're different, and again they're £1, so I thought I'd give them a go. I got the thin and crispy ham and pineapple pizza. This is £1. The same version, like that equivalent in Asda would be £1.69, so that's actually a really good price. I got the pepperoni subs, £1 again. They do have the big pizza in pepperoni, but I just thought that would just change textures and stuff a little bit different. I got these two. I'm coming back to them, not forgetting them. These two are £1 as well. I've got the crispy cheese and ham. These are crispy pancakes. I've got the cheese and ham and the minced beef and onion. And I did get some more expensive things. Now these are a lot of things in the store. They're actually 3 for £10. These two came on the 3 for £10, even though they're in different sections in the store. But I honestly couldn't find anything that I wanted to get to make the £10 up. So I would have been spending, I paid 4 for one and £3.50 for the other. So I still would have been spending another £2.50. Is that £7.50? Yeah, £2.50. Just checking maths. For something if I could have found something, then I would have, but I just couldn't find anything. I just couldn't justify it. These are new. I mean, maybe I should have got another one of them. I don't know. Anyway, it's too late now. So I got the pepperoni slices. This is £4 normally, or like I said, it's 3 for £10 if you wanted to bulk buy. So you get 425 grams in this one. Oh God, this is weird that I even remember this. I don't know if I've got this right. I feel like the ones I've been getting from Asda are £1.50 for 125 grams. So if I bought 3 of them, that would be 375 grams, less than that already, and it'd be £4.50. So we're actually getting 50 grams more for 50p less. Is that right? I feel like that my maths were right on that. Could have been massively wrong. But yeah, this can just sit in the freezer, and because pepperoni is so thin, it's just going to defrost really quick. So literally, as you get it out and you put it on whatever you're going to have it on, and then you cook that, they're done. So it doesn't matter if they're in the freezer or the fridge with the pepperoni. And these, now I ummed and ahed about these. This is actually £3.50 for 8 pizza burgers. They're clearly the small ones, because you can sort of tell by the shape they're just going to be the small ones. And I really wasn't sure, but I actually saw a thread on Facebook and somebody had asked about them because they weren't sure, and the comments were saying that they are amazing. Like literally comment after comment after comment saying that they're really good, that the people were surprised how good they were. So these people convinced me. I hope they are good. As you will notice, I didn't get any buns. I actually did look for buns in the fresh section, and they didn't have them. So I thought, oh no, let's go and get them in the bread section. But I'll get it in a minute because I'll remember. Famous last words. Clearly, I didn't remember. So we now have the burgers no buns, but we do have frozen bagels or muffins, so we can make it up as we go along. So I'm quite excited to try those. So I hope you enjoyed today's haul. I think I'm out of things to say now. I think I've told you everything. You've had a number of nice little stories. I hope prices have helped you out a little bit. I will update you. If I don't update you, put down in comments next week if I forget in next week's video how the new products are, like the burgers. What else is new that I will use? Is just going to be the burgers, I think. If you want an update on what we thought of them, we definitely would have tried them at some point during this week. So on the next haul, if I don't mention it in the haul, put it down in the comments and I'll make sure I let you know at some point. Yeah, so I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. It's already... I'm recording this late Thursday because I really wanted to get it done, because I'm trying to step this job up, this YouTube thing. I'm trying to step it up now. So it's gonna be, it's 27th. I think I checked my calendar and it's the last haul of January. We're on the last, like, think about that for a minute. Yesterday we was doing Vlogmas and it's the last haul in January already. Where has it gone? Seriously, it's just gone. Feel like it's going to be like that this year, so we've really got to step things up and get things going, eh? Yeah, so I'm going to go now because I'm out of things to say for a change. I am sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.